This is true. This is true, but I think, unfortunately, if we're being realistic, probably is going to be the case. We're about ready to get into the game here. Dust2 kicking off, nice and smooth. Everybody gets rolling, and I don't know, I'm quietly curious. Housebets may well have something that is different for us. Oh, X-Floud, first head. Julie's ready to go. Brace, though, will get the double to open things up. Youngsters, Julie's chiming back. We got a little bit of the Mexican standoff here. Julie's versus Julie's. Brace incredibly low. Can't land the shots himself, and Youngster eventually takes it. Apok Dud down below will also lose his head. And so we look at Wombat to try and clutch things up.
Oh, some bias is so done a bit in a way. Funny deletes him. All right, nice. Weird way for that round to start. A very scrappy pistol round, but you take them all the same. You know, for this Housebet side, they've got so little kind of to lose. I would like to see just a couple of weird, wacky plays. Have a little bit of fun with it. Flex the muscles just a tad, because we know they can. Nice shot by some bias actually there as well from his POV. But a no buy, so basically we're not expecting anything. This gives me a good time to propose a question. Is it mean of me to say that there's a legitimate world that for example, Housebets, that they could actually end up having more time on their flight than actually time in the server at Pro League?
It is very possible, I think. If they're...
that's probably like 20 hours, like at least.
Yeah, I mean, the flight, if you're doing flight specifically, yeah, I think you're right. If you're doing travel day, we're looking at like, you know, it's like a 27-hour, 29-hour travel day, depending on where you are in Australia, I guess. Although from Sweden, I don't know. I've never flown from Sweden to Australia personally.
Yeah, how many direct flights are going from Sweden to Oz as well? It's got to be one of those ones where, yeah, at least you get a free row on those ones. You can just lie down the whole way.
True. This is true.
That's got to be one of the smallest flight windows or passageways or whatever. Like there's so many people surely going between the two.
And also just the sort of personality clash. You know, Swedish, Scandinavian people quite chilled and laid back, and Aussies are. You know, I think we all know what Aussies are like. You've seen the IEM Sydney, you know, Melbourne advertisements.
If you're not here, you're not living. Thank you, Jim, mate. I could not agree more. We've actually got site control here for a second, so let's wind our neck back in, because somehow, right, the round's not going to amount to anything, but we snuck out a plant. So I'll give a bit of credit there, Housebets. That was a round which there was nothing really to be found in. You've snuck a plant out of it. You got a little bit of cash on hand. I don't think you're too upset with that, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I'd be happy. I'd be happy for sure. So we'll see what they'll do with it. And, you know, this is something that's a little different. Mind Freak, we've seen them. They love a force buy. They try and keep it competitive and just fragging out and everything. Whereas Housebet's taking it safe. We've got PZ on the AWP immediately. So this is a good buy, and it comes very early. Heroic have had no real downtime.
Oh, actually quite late on this boost, unfortunately. They've already missed 2 players crossed. We'll have no information gained. They struggled to set up that suicide boost, unfortunately.
He's sticking to it, though. He wants some action on this AWP, for sure. Pretty wide set default for the rest of the team. They're just waiting for some action to come their way. Not always the case, but yeah, it's a very, very slow round. I think we might get a lot of this out in the early stages at the very least. Housebets just don't want to give away those early kills.
Yeah. Very tepid, tentative here. Now, he could do a bit of damage here, actually does, tagging up 2 to quite a substantial amount. And LNZ will just dive through that door. With the flash of some bias, he gets that control. Damio going to go down. And same for Brace. A Molotov of the feet if you're Wombat. And already this round is starting to falter. We didn't expect, really, a lot of these early engagements because they were taken really against the grain, but it's not gone too well. Good trade, but PZ alarms are back. There might be a world. There's a flank brewing. Smoke down for a B cross, but a shot at range from LNZ. And the last man, a PZ and the bomb. Down he goes. And that is another round for Heroic. Housebets, I don't know, it felt like they came out of the spawn, immediately met with a bit of usual, bit of pressure, presence, may I say, and they didn't really know how to react.
So my question here is like, his name is Your Wombat, and there's two things. First of all, why the Your? It just feels
why not
like
Wombat?
a strange, exactly. And then secondly, who's Wombat? Because I've not got one. I don't know if you have one, but like who
domesticate wombats?
Oh, that is a good question.
Like, is that illegal?
maybe.
Domesticate a wombat.
I think if you're far enough in the outback, you just gotta do what you want.
Can you domesticate a wombat? And the AI overview just says no.
Yeah, I would have thought absolutely not.
They are strong,
maybe if you really
can be dangerous.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe if you're really dedicated, willing to lose a few fingers.
Yeah.
To try and domesticate a wombat.
Uh-oh. Go on to there. Do it for the shotguns. Yes. Also out. And he knows where the last is as well. PZ. I mean, you just die here, mate. Just like save us all a little bit of time. You're gonna go down, and he does. Speaking of though, right? I was reading this the other day. Did you know that foxes? This is happening especially in like big cities. They keep seeing dogs being, like walked by people and being fed and given treats and living in shelter. So they're actually trying to be domesticated.
I mean, it is smart. I think foxes are pretty smart.
And where I live in London, I was having a walk the other day around a park, and I was just walking, grabbing a coffee, going through, and this fox like walking next to me, and it looked like I was walking it, and I thought they would think I'm crazy. Oh, speaking of crazy, that's 2 nice shots from xCloud. PZ, unfortunately, just could not trade there. What a shot.
Looking good here. Rolling through the motions pretty quickly. It's sped up quite substantially, to be honest. Housebets started things slow in the early rounds, and I think Heroic are getting a good feel for that, getting in their face. This one has been totally written off. Goodness me, just, nothing in there at all from the T side. Looking very solid here from Heroic. But yeah, I mean, that is interesting. I like
This fox is walking like next to me. I'm generally talking like 5 minutes just next to me, thinking I'm going to give it like food or something. And I saw there was a person in front with a French bulldog, and then another like couple behind with like I can't remember the breed's name, like a big fluffy white dog. And I was genuinely like quite scared. I was like, they're definitely going to kick off if they see a fox, like surely. And then they're going to think it's my fault. Like I brought this fox with.
Yeah, fox bait. And steal dogs alongside the fox or something. I don't know. I mean, it is strange. Foxes are interesting creatures for sure, and you just gotta be careful though, man. Well, they'll get in there and then they'll eat your chickens or whatever. You know what I mean?
True.
You have to be careful trusting foxes. They are devious creatures, and once he finds out where you live, he's not going to leave you alone, mate. He will be expecting coffee and a croissant every morning.
But that's kind of how we like domesticated dogs, basically. Like we would like hunt like mammoths and stuff, and then we couldn't eat all the mammoth. So then dogs would just like get the scraps, and then we kind of like wolves, I guess, and then we like selectively bred them to like fit our needs, and then that's how we've like selectively bred to have like a sausage dog, for example.
Yeah. But that only, that took a long time. I'm pretty sure selective.
All I'm saying is this sounds like
hundreds or something.
When I say foxes are cute, and I would have a pet fox if maybe. People are like, that's weird. Like, why would you have that? That's prejudice, because that was the same thing of domesticating a fox as what we did with dogs.
But I guess, but just get a dog. Just get a dog, mate. Like, we've already done it. Why are you doing it?
Is it red and can it squeak? No.
Yeah, I guess they don't really bark, do they? They
kind of like squeak a little bit.
Make a noise.
Sorry, what is happening in this round, by the way?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
2 versus 2. Everyone's not holding anyone's position. And then it's really taken by youngster.
Over. All right. There you go. Anticlimax. long defuse here, because why not? Hair in the mouse.
Isn't that like proven not to help?
Well, like blowing in.
Yeah, like do you remember?
I don't know.
Remember we used to do it like with Nintendo cartridges, like when they wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, that definitely.
It actually like fucks them up like big time. Yeah, because apparently I was reading a thing. Apparently it basically starts when you got rust like of the metal parts. Just breaks it. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Take it out, put it back in again, and should be fine. Doesn't need a blow.
Well, I mean, yeah. It probably, like, you just got to not spit in there, I suppose.
True.
Is the thing, like, to start you. But then, do you just have moisture going on? But then it would work. This is the thing, mate. It would work.
It's true. That was the annoying.
It'd be like, oh, my game's not starting. Take it out, give it a blow, put it back in, and it's working. So it's like the proof is in the pudding, really.
Yeah, you're telling me that this is going to break my games cartridge, but it's working. Yeah. So who's
that being said, I don't know that I often took a cartridge out and just put it straight back in. So would that have also just worked?
I didn't test the other side. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was always blowing.
Well? No one told me to take it out and kind of blow it, right?
It just makes sense.
If someone's joined midway through this cast,
yeah, I love blowing.
They have no context. Who taught us how to blow? They have no context at all in this situation. Nintendo cartridges, gamers. Molotov down. Brace. He's going through it. It works as well. One bat in for the trade, and Tanier, alongside Youngster, left it. Actually, a really awkward 2 versus 4 here.
Yeah, it's a pretty good look right now. A bomb site compromised heavily. I think they might even just move to save the mollies in at CT here, keeping them heavily at bay. You can see Youngster is out of there. Tanir's sticking around and hoping to find a head. And actually, Youngster back in the fold? No, yes, he doesn't quite know. I think with the smoke in the way, there's absolutely no chance of them really doing anything. Youngster is hoping that there's like 3 players around the corner and he just gets a triple spray down, but we know that's not going to happen. Bomb ticking away, holding for the aggressive exits, try and deny some guns away on the heroic side. They'll just get one, but here we are. Housebets on the board via short.
We'll take it. Finally get something to work with. I mean, this T side's got a lot more to prove to us before we get convinced, but we'll take whatever we can get, I think. My God, Brace sits so close to his monitor, by the way. Look, whenever you see him on the face cam, look at that. That's just you Kindar-esque right there.
Does it make a difference? What do you think? Like,
I actually think it makes it worse. I tested this after, the Yakindar one became like a really big meme on Twitter for all of 2 days or whatever. I tried to play like what's it called, arms race with it. It's brutal. Like you have like no peripheral visions at all. I don't know how to do it.
Does he play? I'm not sure on my player lore this deep. Does he play black bars, Yakindar? Is that maybe something to do with it? That it's like, if you are black bars, it's like, but just get a smaller monitor, really.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Did they get a choice of monitor, though? That's the question.
This is true.
I don't think they do, right?
Stuff. Probably not, yeah.
They're not normally sponsored, so probably actually don't. So then you're stuck. Especially if you get used to like a monitor too small. I like this boost by Tanair, actually. A little bit genius above the smoke. If they go for a short play, it's going to give them a lot to work on. Next, going to play in front of the molly, but he does tick. Another smoke down, but it's not going to affect Tanair at all. That's the bomb. Oh, and Next going to get 2 as well. I can't believe it. They do spot the boost, but Tanair will get 1. Then he gets dropped. And it's Brace and Apok done. They've got to know there's another player here. Of course, because of that boost, but where is he?
He's hightailed out of there. Youngster completely gives up that particular position. He will drop back. Maybe they can track him here. Both players edging around the doors. Oh. Dangerous move here. Got to be very careful. Youngster feeling excitable for it, goes straight through and picks up an easy kill.
Bye, brace in that one. Unfortunately, I like the idea at times, but that was a good round. It was actually a really good round from Heroic. Some slightly goofier plays, but ones that do work out well for them. And I think this is something that I've been sort of noticing a lot. Teams who play very, not aggressive, but like solid CT sides where they're wanting to fight and they have game plans. This is where you can tell they've got good ideas, and I think Heroic has shown it right now. They're very proactive on their CT side, really wanted to fight. Today, picking up the secondary orb, going in towards lower tunnel here. They're going through the smoke, and LNZ going to get both. That was so easy for him.
Nice pickup from Sunpius to net this one in the bag, I would imagine. We'll see your Wombat. He's got 500 full HP to get through, bro. There you go, there's one. Didn't take any damage. And he's got the bomb. It's a nice little flash, but he's down. He's down, he's done. And Heroic keep things rolling here. Looking pretty one-sided. You got to bear in mind, this is the Housebets pick. And it's not going so fortunately. Yes, play their own game. It's one of their best, but Heroic played it yesterday to pretty good success. So it's just sort of rolling through here. All right, we're in story time mode. I think is kind of where we're at on this one.
Not much of a game mode, right?
This is true. This is true. What was your first like CS in-person experience? Let's go with that.
As a spectator or as a like?
Just either, mate. What was your first? That's the question.
I think my first as a spectator, I'm actually pretty sure was the Stockholm Major in 2021. My first as a talent, I think was, well, technically I think it was an ESL Pro League conference, but the players weren't there. It was just us. Wait, is that right? Yeah. I don't think the players were there for that one. So it was just us. So yeah, like as a spectator, I would say it would be the Stockholm Major. I would say, which was actually pretty sick.
Sure.
Especially because it was post-COVID, we were kind of getting.
Yeah, was that the very first event back?
Yes,
it's definitely like the first major back.
I don't know about first event. It was first major. Yeah, I know that.
There might have been something slightly before it. We'd have to whack the calendar out for that. But yeah, I mean that's fair. That's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good one. I was, let me see. Spectating, I actually did quite late.
Yeah.
To be honest, I probably should have been to an event before. Like I think my first spectator event was last year. But then I kind of got into casting just as COVID was rolling in, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a bit tough for me to go as a spectator when there's like nothing going on. And then, bro, it ages me, nostalgia-wise and whatnot. My first like in-person talent event technically was an Epic Land actually in like 2017.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll go with that in sunny Kettering for any Kettering enjoyers. You know, shout out Kettering one time.
Shout out Kettering one time.
Yeah. Not much going on there. 2017, like October 2017.
17. Oh yeah.
A while ago, mate. It's a while ago. They're actually winning this round, by the way. So we're maybe back on. Gonna have to see what the Heroic retake looks like. It is the AWP that we're going to keep our eyes on. All three coming in from CT. That information will get relayed. Housebets trying to cushion themselves moving into the second half, really. Give them that all-important 3 rounds that just about keeps you alive. Xfloud gets flashed in here. Retake in full swing. Nice finds on the Deagle. Don't even need the big guns. Sunpius was the last man in, and he's yet to make it past the first line of defense. There you are.
Not bad. Not bad. Weird round, but I think Housebets will take basically whatever they can get at this point. Very, very odd, but genuinely such a strange round that kind of came to fruition there. But a nice shot hit by PZ right at this tail end. Double deagle also means scooped up guns to work with too, which you'll take every day of the week. Obviously still financially not in a super sound spot, and then not in terms of the span of this game. You know, they're still 9-2 down, but you've got nothing to lose. You may as well try and get anything out, and they make that round work. Smoke gonna be missed there. Brace doesn't capitalize upon the flash onto Near. He should have been a lot more confident in himself.
Yeah, hard to be when it's 9-2 for sure. They back off. They're looking for a different way in. Feels like a pretty big round here. I think Housebets just need that confidence, like you say, which does appear to be lacking. So get this, fresh slate, win a pistol, and suddenly you can make something of your map that, again, they're trying to find success. And Z hidden away. Will get checked. Oh, he's going to be a hard clear here. Finds 2. So much damage done to the rest. This looks really good right now.
Brace. How do you call yourself out of this one, honestly? Oh, you won't. You're going to do it from the grave now. Youngster will find him. So Pius goes elevated with the AWP. Oh, he does miss the shot. He actually shoots a little bit early. The flash is good. They're looking for the last. It's Carnage. Where is he? Where's he gone? He just escaped. PC moving up ramp now. He will hit a shot, but he will only get that. 10-2 at the half. That was unfortunately, a non-existent performance from Housebets.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. I mean, we'll see how things continue panning out, but like, we don't have massive hopes. It's hard to not be harsh, and I would imagine the highlights here are mostly going to be heroic as well to roll through. But yeah, I just feel we have a very similar story as like 3D Max, where heroic yesterday, bit cold, should have won it. Going to be kicking themselves. They let the reverse sweep come in. They will have taken a moment here to work themselves out, and they will come into today revitalized. We're going to take a break. See you in the second half. Counter-Strike continues here. Probably going to be over pretty quick, but we'll see. We'll see. It is a head-in-hands kind of half for Housebets, unfortunately. Just not happening on Dust2. Not getting off the ground, not getting the car started, not getting the ball rolling. You know, there's just very little movement at all. Not seeing enough movement here from Housebets, but we'll see. Jesus. Okay. The odds are some of the heaviest odds I've seen, brutal, maybe ever. But we'll see. We'll see. There is room to get something, but it begins with the pistol. I think Heroic are going to want to shut this one down quick, though.
Let's see, a slow walk up towards long. USP of Oppa. Oh, he does get dinged by the P250. Some Pius. He's so crisp on these pistols. X-Cloud. Does he clear this lower angle? No, not well enough. Damn, you're going to catch him. Here's an opener. We'll take that. We're going to swing around that smoke, and PZ somehow not getting punished or punishing himself on site. Apicdude should be dead. Is short player fighting against the Glock. Where are those bullets going? And the bomb will go down. Same ball to Near. Is he going to get caught? This is still such a weird round. Everyone's missing so many shots here. And somehow we're into a 2 versus 1.
It's gotten a little crazy out here. Brace is the only one to find consistency as he's got 2 kills. He needs 2 more. The double swing comes in. They don't spot him, but he gives his position away with the shot. Trying desperately. Not going to happen. Glock entry around the corner will take him down. As, yeah, that's kind of the worst case scenario, I think, for Housebets.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, you know, they needed a pistol really to have any sort of chance in towards this map. Now, chance is a loose term. I still don't think it's really very likely, but I might have given them something, not to bait. We're going to go for a force here. This is basically last chance hurrah in towards this map. You lose this, and that is this done and dusted.
For sure. What are your thoughts on the style of force buy here? I think that's maybe the question we should be asking, right? Because obviously you don't like force buys. Not many pundits like force buys anymore, really, unless you do have like Donk on your team.
Yeah.
But what would be the ideal force buy? You know, are you going just Eagles over Scouts or okay, just 5-7? Like
just 5-7s or like that I can, or maybe like one Scout if you've got a player who's actually good with the Scout. Like, you know, if it's like Monacy on a Scout, like I'm like, okay, fair enough. Like I can back that, but the rest of it's got to be force buys. If we're going to be 5-7s, best bang for your buck kind of gun, and then just a bunch of utility. Then I can maybe give a little bit of a look in, but. I mean, the MP9, like, I can sort of agree, but then you have like less utility, so you're just fighting.
Yeah.
You know, these like kind of raw fights. I feel like just, if you had like a like a shit ton of util, right? Loads of flashes, loads of smokes with 5-7s, you can play gimmicky positions and just be annoying, right? And that's sort of what you want. And the Scout can soften them up a little bit.
You gotta like figure something out with 5-7s, though, is the thing, which I don't know. That's the one thing that always like annoys me on a force buy, on that second round in particular. Because they just don't have an idea. They just force and then play a regular ass round. And it's like, guys, maybe stack, maybe rush, maybe at least, I don't know, 2 players on the same angle. Just make it a little interesting. But they just generally play a normal round and hope that someone pops off, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, I'm with you. It's like you play this default, and obviously the default isn't working on gun rounds, so why are we doing it then now on a low buy round? It's like it's obviously going to be the same result. Your one bat. About to be tested here, and he is all alone. Smoke going to come over, down towards door, a couple of flashes behind. He's going to get clear, but not effectively. X-Cloud looks there, but doesn't look deep enough. To 1-for-1, buys time for the rotation, 3 versus 3. PZ's gone through, and he will get 1. But still a 2 versus 2. Bomb going to be planted safe. A flashbang to send Brace over. Round he goes. It's labored. He'll get there, and they will make the MP9 stick. 12-3 now as we stay alive just a little bit. Housebets, how have they actually made that one work?
Hey, I mean, fair enough. Time bought by the man in closet, apparently. So one of the weirder call-outs. They did look really good initially. I think they were underestimating the strength of the buy-in places, you know, M4 in there. A lot more automatic weapons than maybe they were expecting.
Yeah.
They are back. That's what
having a bit of fun with it.
Big man, your wombat. Still just...
Yeah.
Who's wombat, bro?
Yeah. I need this information. But, you know, for them, this is probably an expected result. So, yeah, just have a little bit of fun with it. Tanir, so crisp. We'll get one and we'll get out. He does. Actually, decent work there. Doesn't take a lot of damage either, so fair play. Xcloud creeping his way forward. Nobody to meet him in towards mid. Damio's here. Xcloud. It's a rare one for him. He's had a pretty good game, but he did let it slip in towards that fight. Today we'll finally trade. 3 versus 3 again. And again, we're heading towards B.
Yeah. Gonna meet some business. Maybe. I don't know. They are fully going in here, not really wasting any time. I thought they were going to stick around and might have eaten a flank. Patience pays off. Your Wombat once again is doing his best to be the linchpin player. Doesn't quite happen. 2 versus 2 for the game here once again. This time, not quite as chaotic. Both coming in from separate angles is the only problem. Get that flash well timed, and maybe the swing could be good here, but there's no flash that comes in. An easy frag for Tanir. They know where PZ is at. Play that time, and as soon as he comes in, down he will go. So a short-lived comeback, a small consolation to keep them alive, but Heroic looking brilliant there.
Yeah, exactly. They coasted through that game, Heroic. Looked so clean all the way throughout. Didn't pull any punches. Very solid Counter-Strike, and unfortunately, you know, for Housebets, there just isn't really anything you can gain from that. It is sort of one of those that, you know, if you don't laugh, you'll cry type vibes, but it doesn't set yourself up in a nice spot for this series, right? That, for them, you know, their map pick and you just lost, what, 13-3? I mean, it's brutal to see.
Yeah, never nice to be on the end of, never nice to really witness. We understand they're an underdog. I think that sort of community-wise, the Aussie teams especially have a lot of sympathy and people want to see them do well. From time to time, there's a little bit of FlyQuest hate watching for sure, but I think when it comes to these mid-level Aussie teams, we just want to see them find a few nice rounds and hopefully make things competitive, get an individual popping off, that kind of thing. Because it does just feel bad that like they come all the way across the world just to kind of be sent all the way back in record speeds. So yeah,
exactly.
But we'll see moving into map 2. I think they'll give us a bit more than just 3.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's like a 30-hour flight each way to just get curb stomped. Like, it's just not a nice, day out. It's good experience, and that's something to ultimately take, but it can't be that enjoyable, unfortunately, especially when Heroic look as crisp as they did. Heroic really made that look so damn simple. So for me, worrying times in the series, of course, their map of Mirage coming up next, right? And all expectations that Mirage should be more of the same, and actually might even be a little bit worse as well. That's where players like Tanir really find that his form. Not that he was bad by any means, but he does love that map a lot. He gets a lot of, free real estate and space. Youngster also, we're expecting a lot more out of him to kind of step up to. I think Xcloud, great map. That's what you want to see. Some Pius, I don't think he was really required of him, being completely honest. And Lannis didn't have to call all too much. They were gifting over so many fights. So it's a simple one. It's a tough one, though, I think. You just have to sit back and just sort of feel a little bit bad for Housebets in the moment.
Yeah, definitely. But this is, again, the realistic expectation that comes in to a matchup like this. I think they still have a good degree of fun with it, and you can see they're battling not to lose, battling to take the odd round here or there, and, it's just kind of playing with your boys and building those experiences. We've seen many of these types of rosters that don't even have the jerseys, fully mixed up, fully you know, just kind of orgless in a sense and whatnot. And they come through and on a bit of a holiday, having a good time, and try to just, I suppose, meet people, maybe even meet in person. It's another thing we got to bear in mind with Australia. It's bloody massive. So how often do these guys actually get to meet if they're in different cities and whatnot, you know, and driving 10 hours for a LAN? Like, how often are you going to be able to do that? So yeah, it does make things an awful lot more in perspective when you think about like how far they have to come and whatnot. And then sometimes as well, I do feel they play on lower ping, they play on, you know, these clean systems and whatnot. That's also going to be a learning experience. It's like, wow, this game feels way crisper. That guy is way faster than I remember them being when I'm playing at home. So yeah, the kind of learning experience, the adjustment period is pretty big for these teams always.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, you know, into Mirage. At least Mirage is a map that's a little bit more fundamentally simple, right? It might be a little bit easier. You never know, but we're going to have to find out. For now, we're going to throw this one to a little bit of a break. When we are back, it is map number 2. It's Mirage Heroics pick up next.
As he turns it, nice headshot.
I guess the MP9, you're firing more bullets go through, like, past the metal.
Potentially, yeah.
Like, there are times where you can make that argument, but I also think there's a lot of positions where it just does come down to luck, and you'll see 8 damage dinks through metal. It's like, it feels a bit robbed. I actually don't think it's added anything to this game. I don't know. People are talking about it. No one's talking about it. Nuke B bomb site. Lots on Nuke.
Yeah.
There was a bit on
nothing on Ancient.
Nothing on Ancient.
Nothing on Anubis.
Nothing on Mirage. The cat jump, that area, but not really that much of a problem. Apps here. There's some more. There's definitely I want to say Vertigo, but I can't think. Maybe not Vertigo. Maybe no.
The stairs on B Vertigo was kind of an
they're busted, and there's some one-ways there, but luckily that map's gone.
They're getting farmed right now.
There's got to be some more. Twitch chat will tell me.
I don't know. That was interesting. That was interesting for sure. But we're moving into the next map. We got Mirage coming up. This is the heavy punish pick. You saw how the actual pick of Housebets went there. Everybody's got a bit of a Mirage. They know how to play it. Everyone's comfortable on this one by now. It's, you know, been in the pool for a million years. But we're looking at Heroic to just kind of do more of the same. And that's sad for Housebets, but we'll see. Maybe they can change the tune.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. I'll be keeping a bit of a tentative eye on that other game as well. Tyler and Eternal Fire is actually looking pretty spicy. Who knows? Who knows? Little fighting towards mid. Apugdud was spotted. Not gonna overly fight, but he's got the right idea. Tag on towards X-Flowl, and he sees him off. Good start. We needed that window control taken and kept.
Yeah, decent find. A bomb site's pretty vulnerable here as they go rolling in. Plant going to come down nice and easy. There is a kit on the other side. Feels like a really slow-moving round since that first kill, to be honest. They will send all 4 from CT, though. Nice little flash. Pete comes round today. Was not expecting the vast majority of the enemy team to be there. It's all going to be on Sunpius here. They know where he's at. Players on the bomb on the defuse, so he's got to get these kills, stop the defuse, right? It's just not going to happen. Knife is out! Oh! Sunpius gets knifed. So here we go. We've been doing pretty well on the knives, to be honest.
We have. All right. We'll take that. We will take that. Knife, that's money in the back pockets. But long night. It started well, and even though, you know, the bomb comes down, I actually think Housebets, that is the best round of Counter-Strike they've played today. Not only just because they get a knife, but the way they went about the round was really, really solid. So credit where it's due there. AWP in play. Early for PZ. Second round AWP. You don't get to say that all too often. We've got a force buy, of course, as expected for Heroic off the back of the bomb plant. A quad Mac 10. One Tech 9 play. Happened done. The smoke gets spotted. There's a spotted damn you. The flashes are really solid, but the Mac 10 just cannot win out those fight. Oh, damn yo. Head on a swivel. What a shot. This is his final bullet.
One way of doing it for sure. PZ's here with the AWP pretty early on in this game. So we have a bit more life in the Housebets side. Bomb planted, return on the investment. They can be happy on the Heroic end, but Housebets, yeah, this is it. In the flow, they never really got chance to do anything on the previous map, you know, and it can be hard to get that first step. And they've hit it immediately here, so it could be a different team that we see.
A shot actually with the AWP, to be fair. And good that somebody was holding that smoke. I don't really think it would have amounted to too much anyway, but Housebets 2 rounds. They are back. The resurgence in towards this game starts here, starts now. They should get a 3-0. Are we cooking? Potentially.
Do you cook IRL?
Do I?
Yeah.
I'd say I'm pretty good, you know. I think my signature dish that I would say that if someone asks can I cook, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll cook for you, is a pork belly ramen.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty solid. So like I'll get like the ramen, I'll sear it, and I'll get, you know, season it, right? Let it marinate for a bit. Marinate it with like hoisin, soy sauce, sriracha, bit of honey, garlic, you know, the whole 9 yards. A few other bits and bobs in there. You sear it, and then get the pan like blistering hot. Do the top for somewhere between, like, you do about but like between 5 or 10 minutes until it turns like close to crackling. Like, but the rest that you just the fatty bit, like you don't do any of the rest, and then you either oven or air fry it for like 15-20 minutes, and it's like crunchy on the top but like really moist and the rest of it. It's pretty unreal, I can't lie.
Bro, I feel like air fryers might be like a soft scam almost. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
they're goated. They're actually the best. I can't lie. Since buying one, I had one which was like pretty average, right? And then when I moved apartment, my apartment, like, who I moved in with, already had like a really nice one. I mean, like a £300 or £400 one, like expensive, and it's good. It's serious. It's honestly, it's well worth it.
We're sort of like, you know, low on space, really, so I'm not sure that...
Yeah, that's the only thing.
I just, like, the other week, one of my friends was like, oh, yeah, you know, health kick and all that kind of stuff. He was like, man, you just, like, turn the air fryer on, it takes, like, 2 minutes, and then, you know, I put my broccoli in, I put my chicken in, it takes, like, 20 minutes to cook it, you know, and he said... because it only takes 2 minutes to heat up, it's like faster than using the oven because you got to wait for that to warm up, which is maybe true, but also, like, you know, is every minute that valuable? Just turn the oven on and maybe do something else for a moment, or like prep your veg and prep your chicken, and I
can't lie though,
it
genuinely it is actually worth it. This is the same thought process I had. I was like the same. Also, for it's like same thing for a while where I was saying like, oh no, I'd never buy an iPhone. Like, Androids are better, and then I get an iPhone. Like, nah, they actually are. iPhones are just better. Same with air fryers.
Might be right.
I was like,
might be right.
I was like, why would I? You know, like I can use another. I'm not that. You know, I'm not under. I don't work 16-hour days in corporate or whatever where I need to save every minute, but try it. You realize how good like chicken and any sort of meat is. Veg as well, like sort of like broccoli comes out crispy but still like moist on the inside. It's pretty good. I'm not lying. I sound like a salesman here, but I hope I'm doing a good job. It is genuinely worth the purchase.
I mean, I probably should not knock it till I try it. It's just it's difficult. I'm a perpetual cynic. So, you know, when I hear...
So was I. I've always had like, a couple of good ovens growing up.
Yeah,
you get an air fryer, and it makes a real world of difference.
Change
like,
the game.
Yeah.
It's probably what people said about like the microwave when that first dropped, and now
exactly.
Everyone uses
I've got a frying pan. Why would I need a microwave?
Yeah. It's very...
Now it's like, it's way better. This round, let's go back to it, because there's something brewing here. 3 versus 3. Flash over Sunpius will get back. Swing and a 5 by Sunpius and more damage dealt towards Brace 2. 3 versus 2, and honestly, they might even just save. I can't lie.
Yeah, it looks that way. It's a shame. It is a shame. 5v3 briefly brought it back, but they just lost too much control. So, not much can be done. It will be Heroic's first round on the board, so they'll be chuffed with that. Doesn't come too late into the game. This is the thing, right? We're going to big up Housebets sort of every round they get compared to the previous map. But in reality, Heroic still have a pretty good chance of just dominating the game. Maybe not quite as one-sided, but, you know, if they get a 13-7, it's still a really clean victory. So, see how it pans out. There's plenty of money here to keep the Housebets buy going.
Yeah. Easy. And aggro in towards short. Heroic, it's a good round that they take, right? And it could actually just be right back to winning ways for Heroic. But with it being Mirage, I really just want to see if we can get that Housebets, runner form. It's something that we haven't seen so far this tournament, but it would be pretty awesome. But Dust overlooked, and he actually helps out in a massive way there, but it's somehow still a 2 versus 2.
Bomb's not been planted yet. Bomb's not even being committed in yet. They're going to back away. They're off. And they're going somewhere else. And it has quietened way down for a moment there. Ooh, we thought we were going to get the action. They're not even moving towards B here. Just keeping Housebets fully guessing, really. And it is working. It is working. They're going to walk into a one-man A defense at the moment.
Moving forward. If they can overcome Brace, who actually is very lucky not to take any sort of damage there, they will cross, and a Molotov now at his feet denies him from having any sort of presence in denying that bomb going down, and now we're into a post plant. Good news is they've only got 3 positions to clear. Sandwich Ramp, Palace, and Palace area, they're including under 2. They're the only areas they've got to really focus on. They don't look in towards Topwood. PZ on the trade. Youngster up close. Pistol pulled out, but Youngster nails the shot up close. And Heroic sigh of relief, but they win their second.
Have you tried the Face It Watch thing? Have you seen that?
I have, yeah. I actually remember when it first came out. Shout out Trav CS one time. He did it for, the first tournament it was out, I'm pretty sure was I Am Kato start of last year, yeah. Dunk's first tournament, and he did Dunk Watch. And obviously, because we'd seen him coming through the academy days and stuff, so we knew he was good, but obviously none of us expected that level. And he did Dunk Watch all the way through Kato, and I gave it a go. It was pretty good, actually. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I have Plus. I'm not sure if it's free as well, or if you get like all the features for free at least.
Okay, it was, but
all the different POVs, all the different POVs are pretty good. I think it might be actually.
I'm pretty sure it is. It was at least when I was using it.
It's pretty good though.
Honestly,
it's pretty good.
It's actually pretty sick. Yeah, I kind of liked as well. Like, do you remember? This might be like a weird throwback. I can't remember what tournament it was. But there was a tournament where they had 10 different streams of the 10 players in the servers POVs. Remember this?
Yeah, I think that also used to be a bit of a thing. There'd be like a...
I swear
There'd be
it was
like
an ESL event.
even like, yeah, major sort of events would have a different perspective being streamed. Or they used to do like team comm streams.
Yeah.
Obviously the team sort of like complained about leaking strats or whatever.
That makes a lot of sense, to be fair. But I like this this one where it was it was like the 10 different POVs of the players. I remember there was like a game, it was like literally it was Na'Vi versus Virtus Pro, I'm pretty sure, but I think they might have been outsiders at the time. But it was like you can see all the different, like, you know, there were just 10 different streams on Twitch. Like Simple was obviously like the most viewed, everyone was watching him. And then my guy Norbert was the least. I remember being like, nah, you know what, I'm supporting my GOAT. I'm watching him. I regret it in a bad game, but it was like I'm supporting King Norbert.
I do miss that guy for sure.
I do as well.
Position. I like the PZ position. That was almost massive, but unfortunately not going to happen. I think just the save here, by the looks of things. So we are looking at Heroic actually stringing 4 in a row now. They've pulled the game back pretty cleanly. They're going to take a lead. They're in a very, very good spot right now. And yeah, this is it. They lose the pistol. There's a bit of a springboard there for Housebets. Maybe give us something in the early stages, but we have seen this a couple times with some of the weaker teams. As soon as they hit the wall and start losing rounds, they just can't bounce back.
Yeah. By the way, that Talu game's gone into overtime. And they're currently 14-12 up against Turn of Fire in that first map. So that is wild to see. Credit to them. Spicy game happening over on the A stream. Here we go. So shout out Jonas one time. Of course, he's working on production for the B stream alongside Chev, helping us with observing and all the beautiful scenery you see. But he reminded me that it was an ESL event, and the channel was something like ESL_POV1 or POV1, and apparently it was for DreamHack Masters Spring playoffs. Was what it was. Was the first time they had it.
Damn.
The first game. Oh,
that is some knowledge.
First game here, so it was. Oh yeah, there's Furia versus Na'Vi, and there's Astralis versus G2 with players such as Dupree, Zipnex, Glaive, Magisk, Bubsky, and then for G2 we had Jax, Amanek, Nexa, Hunter, and Nico.
Damn.
Oh my! But I remember it being really cool.
Also, it's Zipex, by the way. Just he might get angry at you for not saying.
Also, Sharp.
I know, but I'm just saying, man. I'm just looking out for my guy. He made quite a case about it being Zipex, so we should remember his legacy correctly or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, he's earned it, to be fair to him.
Well, yeah.
It's true. Nice show. PZ gets plastered against the wall, unfortunately. Oh, scooped up by Brace. But yeah, 4 on the trot for Heroic. Housebets did start out a lot better, but they've unfortunately sort of been reined back into a rough predicament now. 4-2-3 and an opening kill. And with what is left in terms of weaponry for Housebets, you sort of expect that the 5th should just fall pretty comfortably into place.
They are rotating around. I think Housebets have a decent enough read on this. Oh, the molly. Not the best. Oh, the flash. Pretty good. Damio finds a big kill. He will get sideswiped. It's Connector that lets them down here, unfortunately. Now, there was maybe a world in which they could have gotten in the face. Brace with 2 has brought it back. He's dropped the bomb. There's only 25 seconds. This could get out of hand. The dink lands at range. He will finish off. I mean, Apok Dud goes in, tries to be the hero, and leaves Brace in the 1 versus 1. Only 18 HP. Pre-fire is in, and the wall bang is enough. LNZ steals it away at the end, but that was a valiant attempt on the half.
Okay. Oh, it was a little bit funky, a little weird, but all that really matters is seen over the line. And there was some nice shots here, and I got to give credit. You don't actually see Brace on the all ball too often, to be fair, but didn't look too bad, especially when it was scooped up. Might see it a little bit more, but he will drop it back over towards PZ. 5-2-3 though. That is 5 on the trot for Heroic. Of course, we took your guns back out. PZ. Oh, he spotted something. Molotov down, swing behind, missed shot by PZ, but he is given the luxury of getting out. Same can't be said for Damio, though.
No, sir. They are quick on to B. It's been fully abandoned. A Hail Mary idea from Housebets. I think you just save here, fellas. No way you make it back into this one. Plant is easy. And it will be another round for Heroic. This is now 6 in a row. So 6-3 looks a bit close, but actually Heroic have just turned the dial up to 11 and they have not stopped.
Oh. We'll take a kill at that for your Wombat, but the consolation kills, that is all that matters. Are they going to exit out? No, they're not. I'm going to say for a second, I was going to exit out market. That could have been a little funky. Brace is probably hearing some of these steps, though. Fires, how good's your clearance? Not good enough, but thankfully your AWP can be recovered, so not the end of the world. 3 remain alive. Heroic find 6, and they double the rounds of Housebets. We do save an AK and an AWP, which is nice, but I don't know, a brutal spot they're in. I'm not expecting loads at the moment.
Okay, we'll see. I like the buy here. We need something fresh. We need something different. That's what they got. Running up mid. Could net them the first. Some Pius is going to be scoped in here. He's got a bit of an idea. Yeah, here's some coming. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tanir's there to save him. That is most unfortunate, you know, Housebets. I like the idea, but I think Heroic were expecting something different in this round as well. You know what I mean? They seem pretty prepped for an aggressive play. Yeah.
They were expecting something. Brace. Hearing all of these steps. Poor guy stuck in such a brutal spot here. Looking towards top stairs. He might find a fight on towards the bomb. Tanir's util. Out to Tanir. Still hits the shot. It will just be PZ trying to save this AWP if he can. He can't deny the bomb going down. And now it's about him trying to stay alive. And there is a big flank happening very, very quickly. He might actually just slip the net, though. They're wrapping in towards apartments, and he's actually gone on mid.
Yeah, it's fair. Who's going to expect him at mid? Just depends where he goes. He might expect them at ramps, and then he goes apartments and actually walks into a trap. But now he fancies himself here. How do we feel about the... I was going to call them what they're called in that other game. The charms. The charms on your gun.
What other game were you thinking?
They're called gun buddies.
Ah, boo!
Yeah, this is what I mean. I didn't want to say it. Didn't want it to seem like it was my first thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, why was I I don't know. I kind of just think they're a little bit like useless. I don't know. I'm not really interested in them. I've actually got kind of a nice one. I got one which is like a knife that's like light blue or something, and apparently it's worth like, I think at one point it was worth like £100. I don't know if it still is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not bad, but yeah, I honestly don't really rate them. And I have like I've had a few times where like, I don't know if you get this, like the gun buddy gets stuck like upside down, like it's like floating a little bit. I don't know. I find them very weird, and I think it was a very minor cosmetic change, but it didn't my interest in them lasted all of about 3 seconds, and I was like, nah, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, trying to capitalize on TikTok brain, aren't they, really? I think with
I can justify spying skins, I can do that, but buying charms,
skins look very good. Yeah, skins look very good, and you know, we got some nice clean skins in this game.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I don't rate really any of the charms. I don't think any of them are like super sick. They're like, it's okay, I guess.
One thing that is getting me in CS2 though is like, can we like be allowed to turn stuff off? Like player view models, you know, player charms, left hand, right hand, kind of jarring when a guy's got left hand on and I'm trying to cast the game. No, not in general. I just mean like watching it, you know.
A hater. No, I get you.
Distracts me.
Well, like, you know,
I like that they put it
where he plays down the middle, like that kind of like
Big Uzera is kind of the
Big Uzera,
the big one at the moment, for sure. Easy
down.
Roll through here.
Yeah, damage just saving. Bless him. Oh, it's brutal for Housebets, but they're really, I mean, they're not actually doing anything into these rounds. They are just getting overran. Yeah, tough spot, to say the least.
We've had a couple close ones, but there's not really been any rounds that give them even hope, I think, is the painful thing here. Just on a cycle of buy eco, really, and it's a little tough to watch. It is a little tough to watch. As we've said, these guys are not necessarily lucky to be here, I wouldn't put it that way, but like not expected to be here. It's just because of the way that the invites have stacked with the Australian teams that they managed to get themselves a bit of a ticket across, for sure.
Well, 8-3. Final round of the half. Getting a fourth will be lovely for Housebets. But anything else feels quite unlikely. Molly on an 8 down, some bias playing in front of it. Your one back tries to go aggressive. Brace is not going to clear this. That is just lackluster. You got to be clearing ramp if you're going to fight it. A swinging towards shore, and Housebets are kind of throwing this round. Every single fight has been brutal to watch.
I have to say, someone in chat said Heroic losing how? Heroic are not losing, but I can understand how it might be a bit confusing because the logo of Housebets is a big H, which is also, you know, kind of like Heroics. a little bit. But there you are. They're not losing. They're actually winning 9-3 at the moment. They've just won 9 rounds in a row, which I would say is pretty good. As soon as they got stabilized with the econ and the guns, they've not stopped losing.
Yeah, they have been absolutely brilliant. Great work coming through from Heroic. There's, you know, a lot to like. It didn't start great, you know, pistol out the gates, and Housebets built up a little early repertoire. The force buy fell flat for Heroic in that second round. They get the third as well. The second, their economy recovered. There was only one team in it. Yeah, I saw somebody in chat say face it game. I don't know. I've seen better face it games, I feel. Unfortunately, Housebets really fell super flat in this one.
Yeah, it definitely looks to be the case, and I mean, we'll see. Again, we talk about bouncing back and all that good stuff into the second half. We're going to take a break, and they certainly need it on that Housebet side if they are to stay alive here. See you in a few.
As he turns it, nice headshot. Nice headshot.
Welcome back. We are underway at the second half. It was unfortunately not what you want to see from Housebets. 3 rounds to start things off, and then they lost 9 in a row. But they seemed like they were at least having a little bit of fun. They were, laughing, vibing in that little 3-minute break, but they have to get the pistol again. They have to start well, or else it is going to be very quickly over in this series. My God, those odds. 1.01 to 18 is brutal.
Yes, may well be true, though, to be fair. Time going to tell. Tanir for 1. Nearly loses his head. Quick rotations are in. Bomb's not really been planted yet. I mean, Housebets are just looking to take the fights to them. They've lost the bomb, though. Xfloud gets 2. Certainly a wacky move, I think it is safe to say. 3 on 2 now, but with bomb control and smokes down, Heroic surely have this one in the bag. Julie's ready to strike here, ready to just explode into action given the opportunity. And indeed, Youngster, he's been waiting for that one. Tanir creeps round, and they'll get it done. I mean, I respect the confidence, but also the bomb, guys. We got to get it planted.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like you should be committed towards that. You need money. You need stability, Housebets. And, well, it's not the case, really, at the moment, is it? 10-3 down. And Scrib, I feel like they might have lost the one roll lifeline that was sort of extended out to them. So, yeah, you hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Bro, do you see HLTV is down?
Yeah, it's down. Yeah, how's that happen?
Like,
do you remember? I was just thinking about this the other day. Did you ever play a PlayStation, like a PS3?
Not 3, but I've owned a PlayStation in my life.
So there was... Oh, wait, hang on a moment. We'll come back to that in a second. There might be a gun here and a bomb plant and maybe a weird round actually brewing. We'll come back to this momentarily. Get the bomb down, boys. No, okay, good trade. On towards Tanir. Get the bomb down, Brace, please. You've got to smoke. He's going into CT with the bomb. He's not going B, is he?
I don't...
No way. He can't.
Oh, no, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Thank God.
After the last round especially. I think it was maybe after a gun.
I was about to lose it. Okay, all right. But now he's given time for Xfloud to wrap in towards CT as well. And they can't plant for Con. And they're fighting Con. Boys, what are we doing? What are we doing here? We had a smoke, could have smoked CT, got a plant down, paid a play to close barn, moved over towards ramp or your palaces or your under palace, but we never plant and nothing comes to that round. And then they just walk, into LNZ, who they've known has been there for ages. That was brutal to watch. And of course, now nothing really to work with in terms of a buy here. Yeah, like I was saying, I remember back in the old PS3 days, I'm pretty sure it was, where Lizard Squad, I don't know if that rings a bell to you at all, but
a little bit. Actually.
Yeah, they like hacked the PlayStation network, and it was down for like 3 weeks over Christmas as well, which was brutal. I would always get new games at Christmas or whatever.
Yeah,
I remember getting it and being stuck. I had to play like career mode on FIFA. I got Crawley to the Champions League though, so
yeah, big up. Big up Crawley one time, if anyone from Crawley's watching. I'm not sure if there will be, but maybe.
If anyone's from Crawley, make yourself known. Everyone
let us know.
Crawley is. Make yourself known.
You won't get banned, I promise.
Yeah. This is a good time to shout out though when we're in a round that's just finishing like this. If you want to, send us some mail. We have, of course, the mailbag, which you can send us. I think, if I'm right in saying, it's connected to our own personal emails. So hopefully send us an email at eplmailbag@efg.gg. Send whatever. Who knows? We will, if it's funny, we'll bring it up on stream. We'll read it out. You can show some love to the B stream too, since the A stream get loads.
Yeah, of course. If you are a B stream main, you know, if you like catching the wacky games, I think the chat here is a little more unhinged because there's just a few less people, so you can kind of have more of a conversation rather than trying to spam everything away. Oh, there we go. We got a guy who says
Crawley is
just around the corner.
Big up. Well, I took your team to the
send us a picture of Crawley to the mailbag.
Oh, it's a shithole. It's so bad.
Hey, leave that out. Leave that out.
It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Casters drop Elo. No.
No. Well, I do, mate. I'd be dropping Elo on the daily.
Yeah. Do I drop Elo regularly? In fact, actually, will I be dropping my Elo? No. We're in a tech pause, so we're gonna read chat. Let's see what for word.exe. It wouldn't even help. It would not help, unfortunately. This heroic side just looks so good. Do you know he's unbanned now? Remember word.exe for Forsaken? Yeah, he's on. Well, I'm pretty sure he's unbanned. I swear I read it somewhere. I think
that also is in my head somewhere. Yeah.
It'd been like 10 years or something like crazy, like 5 years. I can't remember. No, it can't be 10 years. Surely it's got to be like 5 years.
Yeah.
But I think
he kind of
had like a 5-year ban or something, and I'm pretty sure it's done now.
Yeah, he did a lot to hold back like the Indians because he was playing for Optic.
Yeah.
So it's like and
they were really trying to invest into the region.
Yeah, and you know you just kind of do that, and no one's going to take you seriously, unfortunately.
What a crazy time. That was a really funny day in like CS Twitter. You know what I mean? That was a funny day.
It's absolutely genius, mate. To be honest, I have to hand it.
Yeah, the word.exe, I kind of respect it.
It is kind of smart. How many tournaments did he get away with that? You know, where it's like, I've got to have word, guys. You know, because like I've got strats or whatever saved, which in a way is that also kind of cheating. You know, I don't know.
I mean, actually, there was an argument.
I have like Word documents saved, but I don't print out.
Yeah, there's an argument that people were saying recently, because you can like, obviously open Google Chrome like in the Steam, you know, like the Shift tab, Steam overlay, and like can you put strats on there or whatever? Which I don't actually see any issue with, but
no. Well, listen, man,
there is room for it.
The NFL is like, you know, one of the most tactically deep games ever, and they all just go, run this play that's in the big book that we have, so that you don't actually have to come up with anything on the fly, which is a skill in and of itself. But like, you know, you're just like, do this one play, and it's like, should you not be instinctively communicating with your teammates? It's like, no, it's just not how the game works.
Yeah. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Nah.
Aye. Go Birds.
Sorry, mate.
Go Birds.
Sorry. I know the NFL exists, but I like sleep, and I like...
It's true. It was actually like 2 a.m.
Not supporting consumerism American products. Also.
Oh, here we are. Here we go. This guy was talking about skins, by the way, 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I know.
I love skins. We've got great skins. I can't support consumerism. All right, buddy. All right.
You're right. It's just too late. It's just too late.
I'm a big NBA fan, to be fair. I watch a lot of NBA, more so than I don't really watch a lot of NFL. I used to, but NBA I actually really get into, as well as obviously football, not American football, good actual proper football, English kind.
Oh, and there we go. It finishes. It ends. The final round is the same as most of them on Mirage. There, just pure domination. I think maybe you might even argue more so than the D2 that we saw. It's not really happening. Started well. Housebets with a decent...
ideas, Josh.
Okay.
As Harry knows, knowledge is most of the work.
Yeah. Well, as we know, knowledge is gatekept.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Well, Harry obviously knew that.
I let Rush have access to.
There's a lot of tissues on his table. Maybe he's got a runny nose or sweaty hands.
Who are tissues?
Attacker. Lots of tissues. There's great flash.
There's an absurd amount. Like, you have to think, there was just, you know, we're 5 rounds into the next game, right? 6 rounds in, 7 rounds now. What happened in that period of time between the two maps?
Well, that was about 10 minutes.
You couldn't just grab a pile of it and chuck it in the
Maybe they're fresh.
chuck it in the bin.
Are you as a player?
What are we doing?
I'm
One
not
per
touching
one
this.
per round?
Oh, we're popping B though.
Yeah, we are.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, Woxic iced out again, so they continue to do this dark smoke, which isolates the player, and they team on in. Smoked off as well. Zantara's going to have a tough time. Where's Wakadia behind him? Mollied out of position is G. But if they all play from B main, there's a smoke on Woxic. This is not ideal. 2 HEs to break, however.
We've seen them slow play this retake before. Worked out well for them.
Oh, that's beautiful. That double molly's on the plat.
They have a smoke for either bomb or main.
Well, you smoke main, and they're going to break it.
They smoke main for themselves. They can break it for themselves as well.
Uh-oh.
Or they're trying to airstrike
Oh,
it.
they double naded the plant. And it was the
time.
fake anyway out of Eternal Fire. It's real close, but they've spammed them off. G, it all lines up for him and Mercury.
There's no time.
No time for Woxic means Ty Lu.
Okay, well,
Let's go.
they had to make another plan, Josh, but the plan wasn't a great plan.
I hate to bring it up, but that was a very Valorant-esque post plan too.
Don't you
smoke it.
Don't you start.
It's just, yeah, well.
Yeah, so Harry, the Brimstone ult, you can see that he didn't have the line up of the plan.
And the little green goblin creature ran in and planted the bomb.
No, you see, the thing is, in a game that doesn't require a whole lot of depth to the strategy, you plant for the main area, and then you can ping actually where the bomb is, and then you can
so much
spam
bullshit.
by just looking at where the pings are on the floor. So basically, they did this, but without having the ping, so they'd have to shoot holes to the smoke to know exactly where it was. But it's the same concept because it's planted, exposed in this corner. Anybody that tries to go on it, you got 3 AKs. They're basically shooting as fast as an A10.
Oh yeah, so I think this round they might have Killjoy ult, Harry. So
Important to remember, but it could be negated by Sova.
It's actually called a lockdown.
If he pops the Hunter's Fury at the right time, this could, this
This guy knows the name of the spell.
Hell yeah, bro. Ooh,
we need to be careful in a round like this
got the
because
dash and the updraft on Wakadia, so be careful. He might go for an aggro play here.
well, it looks like that Jet had the ult ready, but isn't going to be pulling it out this round.
Operator for G, that's holding on to a nice long line.
A lot of
Site
is
C's
it
been left
Vandals?
open here.
Do they have Vandals right now, Josh, or do they have?
Yeah, Vandals.
What's the other one?
Phantom.
Phantoms, yeah.
The Phantom is the M4.
Phantom is the M4.
And
The
I can't believe-
M4A1S, the suppressed.
It is crazy that esports didn't exist until Riot came round.
Oh, but wait, the Brim smoke. They've knocked a little hole in it.
I got a triple kill because of the player in the back. You take that. Say that every day of the week. All right, well, this is a mop and bucket round.
Well, hang on, Zantara's with the headhunter here. Onto the Psylocke ult.
Yeah, well, they've taken the spike to the empty site, so this one should be pretty easy.
Oh, you can't ping the spike anymore. So
Oh, there you go, Chuck.
there you go.
You're out of the meta.
Game's fixed now. All of a sudden.
So which version of the map did Valorant rip off to be like Anubis? Have they made one yet?
To be like Anubis?
Well, because, yeah.
Because Ascent was Dust2.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's the one with the zip lines that connect each side. That's kind of the canals. What's it called? Fracture. Yeah.
You think Fracture is like Anubis?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Bomb side separated by quick rotate for the T's through.
Yeah, but it was an inverted map.
Yeah.
Here, the rotations
True.
are on the outside, and
True.
on that map, it was inverted. Cities.
And what would it be? It's not Ascent. Ascent is more like Dust2. You can agree with me there, kind of.
Ascent
right?
is Dust2, yeah.
What are the other?
Got B-Ton.
What was the one where they did 3 bomb sites?
They have a couple of those now.
The OG one.
Haven
Cool, I
is the
guess.
OG one.
Haven.
All right, so listen, I think right now, if we get Madja to go close towards B main with his breach ult, right? We get
Yeah.
we get
The breach ult?
Yeah, we get Jota
rolling
ready to
thunder.
swing on the ult through the wall, and so he can ult flash.
The undodgeable ult.
Yeah, exactly, and
Yeah.
then Jota can swing. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's focus on Counter-Strike. Because right now, Tyler, we're winning. They have 5 rounds on the T side. I can't quite believe what's happening. As we have the gatekeeper of history here to witness history itself, this game, it's popping off. Again, this is the 12th time.
Are they going to take main first before they exec, or what are they? Here's the exec. The smoke dissipates right on that timing.
Oh, it's awkward though. They've gotten past this wave of util. Lobbed in by Eternal Fire. Still Xantares. Good to hold the line. And with a bit of help from Wicadia, quick work is made over this all-in A player to Ty Lu. It's only G left standing. 1v4. As he scopes up looking for Xantares, more and more threats look to loom on in for Eternal Fire. And trapped was G.
That was really well played by Xantares, dropping that extra incendiary and just holding his line and doing what he does best, which is shooting. I thought Ty Lu for a second had the opportunity to get in. It looked like the timing of hitting when that smoke was dissipating on a perfect timing, but they didn't have that follow-up flashes going off behind that pillar to get Xantares blinded as they swung out. Maybe the flashes were there, but they hesitated because that incendiary came down before they realized, wait, we can go around this. It's a CT molly. It's shit.
Yeah, that time was, that round was on a knife's edge, right? Like, I feel like if they'd swung earlier or they'd had more conviction behind it, those two were bottlenecked.
What's Gecko's ultimate? He's the one with the little
name.
goblin,
He's got the Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
That does the planning. The Pokemon that does the planning.
Yeah, but that's just like a regular ability. That costs like $200. The
Wait, you can give the Digimon the bomb and it'll plant for you.
Little goblin.
I remember when that game first came out, they were like, alts don't kill people.
No, but they do everything else. They defuse, they
do kill people.
And they do.
They definitely
Obviously, they do.
Now, money's going to be out for Ty Lu if they don't win this round. So this is actually really important. Ty Lu can win the half, and right now, if they lose this, then I think Eternal Fire can really bring it back and probably even secure themselves 6 or 7 rounds. So right now for Ty Lu, this is all the eggs into the basket. Magic has done a very aggressive B main push with the Breach ult. So a lot of space has been taken.
They actually used a drone to figure out that the space was clear so he could push out and now get the early info in the flank rotation. And he's going to catch the bomb.
Oh dear.
You're in a bit of trouble, G. G.
Weird place for the fight to be going on.
But you can actually see that the bomb's on this player on the map in this version of 5v5 tactical shooter.
That's true. That's accurate. They are rotating over towards B. Is Shotty going to go aggressive B main? He's going to get a timing.
Wants to. Spin around.
Oh, Woxic blind, but Jota flawless in this, and there's that Woxic AWP just flooding in her Eternal Fire, hoping the numbers were the key to success here. 15 seconds though, and it's the flank for Jamyoung that might be the game defining. He's in behind them. So he makes his play. Jamyoung gets the spot, but with only 10 seconds, he's got to chase this kill down. Wicadia silenced as Jamyoung saves the day.
Screaming about the AWP right there.
Damn.
I love G's hype. Surf tweeted that G's not even top 3 AWPer in China, but he's great for the emotional value. That's a bit BM, but also nice at the same time.
Who would be the top 3?
I don't know. I'm not.
Maybe the gatekeeper of knowledge.
Harry, who are the top 3 AWPers in China?
I'm thinking.
I'll give you Zaka for free.
Yeah, well, Zaka's got to be one of them. Trying to think.
Oh, this could... Okay, all right, hold on a second. Harry, this one could have some pace on it. And I want this one to have the full beans, the potatoes, the mustard, the jam, and the honey. Right now, Attacker, he's brought into a Mac 10, okay? Doesn't mean it has to be fast, but it means it very well could be. And there was a tactical timeout just taken by Eternal Fire. Now, if we're going to play this by realistic standard Counter-Strike, 4 rounds on the CT side, already pretty damn good. But Ty Lu, they're hyped, they're feeling it, they're jazzed up. And they're ready to go.
It is possible that he only got the Mac 10 because he couldn't afford anything else. You know, when we were talking about the Inferno round...
You got a glue?
With nades?
Yeah, not many. Doesn't really need them, does he?
When we were looking at the Inferno round 2 holes pop, I was thinking, why not have the first guy leading out have a Mac 10?
Yes.
Instead of everyone having AKs or Galils.
Yes. No, that's very true. But the problem I have with him buying a Mac 10 is he is watching the B push.
Yeah, well, all you need to do is get the info. Are they pushing, yes or no? Oh, they are? Okay, now we can either react or people can come back and help me reclear.
They could have just...
You don't need to actually kill them.
Run in, Attacker. Your name's Attacker. Right now, you're pretty goddamn defensive.
Well, you know, gotta wait for your turn.
That molly missed. That one didn't.
They played right through it.
And took heaven. They just went into heaven. They don't care.
All the way around. SMG of Wicadia struggling to hold on.
There's the Mac 10.
And Attacker lives up to his name as he gets involved.
And the round's over. They have to say. Lost bonus for EF's only 2,400 into the next round.
I actually think that they've cracked the code a little bit. They figured out, you know, when does Woxic play his best? One, when he has an op, but two, when he's being able to play around that A pillar, A main, all that area, just lock it down from people coming in front of him. But are you really ready for 4 people to fly through camera, path through Broken Wall up to heaven, or
Oh, they're going to rip it all away.
come in front of you?
Yeah, I like the approach, right? Because if you know that mid's going to be passive, you collapse quickly and they can't block you.